All right. Hello, everybody. Let me get Barry and Emily unmuted here. Trying to
You
unmute
could
everybody
leave
and
me
do
muted. It's fine.
do all the things.
Hello.
Just like half of Twitter.
Ouch. Half of Twitter does not have you muted.
God, I wouldn't blame them.
I'd like to mute half of Twitter.
This is true.
Thanos wasn't wrong.
Was Thanos really the bad guy?
Was he? Was he?
Was he really? Let's go back and discuss this. Delete half the population.
Genocide.
Anyways, hello, everybody, and welcome to our weekly live stream here on our YouTube and Twitch channels. Our little ThrillGeek this week. Let me mute the music.
It's our
how's
chaos
everybody
this
doing?
week.
I'm a little sweaty.
A little sweaty, yeah. You
A
had
little bit.
Dapper Day at Hollywood Studios. How was that?
It was pretty fun. It was nice. The weather was a little hot. But it's always cool if you followed along on our Twitter. We posted so many amazing outfits, so many different, like either, straight up, more vintage style, but a lot of people doing, I mean, there were Dapper Loki variants.
I love that for them.
That's always great.
Yeah, I mean, there was so a lot of different things. It's always fun. Dapper Day is always fun even if you just go there and just see all the amazing outfits. So it was a blast. We had 50's Primetime Cafe for lunch, which is always good and always a fun time eating.
Always
there.
a good time to eat there. Yeah.
Did you behave?
Yes, we got the Clean Plate Club stickers.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. It's always a fun time eating at that restaurant. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, Emily, did you do anything exciting this week?
I went to Target.
You went to Target?
Yeah.
How was
that? I got groceries. I'm gonna survive. It's great. Blessed. James and I went down to Tampa today, and we went to the Maasai Science Museum thing, and it's sad.
What is it?
At MOSI.
Mosey.
Yeah,
it was sad. So
it's a science museum.
I mean, it's a science museum, but I feel bad because I feel like they're probably funded by somebody who doesn't care to upkeep it because nothing was working.
Oh no!
So, but it was only $13.
It's like I've definitely been to when I used to live over in Tampa, and it's like Orlando Science Center is a lot nicer.
We were just trying to think let's not sit in the house because that's all we did yesterday. So we're we could go to the museum here, and then we're too lazy to do that. And it's but let's drive to Tampa.
Where in Tampa is it?
It's right near Busch Gardens.
Yeah, it's right across from USF.
So it's kind of not fair going there and then seeing Wazzy.
Yeah, is that thing that I always see every time I drive to Busch Gardens?
Yeah, it has a giant dinosaur in the front.
It's got the giant
Recyclesaurus.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Recyclesaurus.
That is his name.
I've always wondered if it would be worth it to take the kids there. So I think
I feel if maybe they came out and they were hey, we're gonna fix it up or we're gonna do a few new exhibits, then I would probably be take the kiddos. But I did it. It's off my checklist of Florida things. So
Florida things to do.
Honestly,
little
when you're bored on the weekend
here in Florida. Yeah, exactly. As far as me, I didn't do too much this week. I swung by Universal on Friday. Took a quick stroll around both parks. Now Mardi Gras-less.
We love Diet Universal.
So yeah, we are officially.
We love not hearing that loop. That music loop.
Yeah, the regular park music loop is back. The tribute store is gone. Pretty much all the decorations are gone. They didn't waste any time getting Mardi Gras stuff down at studios. Jurassic World Dominion stuff is everywhere.
It's a really bad time if you don't like dinosaurs.
Yeah. Promotional signage all throughout Jurassic Park and City Walk. They are heavily.
New food?
Huh?
New food?
I didn't see.
I know they put
specific.
I think they put the summer food trucks out, but I don't think they've opened yet.
This is a sad time for Mama.
Yeah, they were doing something over by Mummy, kind of where Mardi Gras. What's that area of Mardi Gras called? Right there where all the food trucks
are. Courtyard.
Yeah, the courtyard
We're
area.
We're professionals.
They were doing something over there now that I think about it, and I was walking around. They
Was
were
it for
doing
Grad Bash though, or
no, I don't. They were setting there were food trucks there, and I don't know if they
Oh.
were left
Yeah,
over from
yeah.
Mardi Gras.
I know that they've set up the summer food trucks, but I cannot remember. I don't think they've opened them yet.
Yeah,
So since that's basically
well,
become
it's
a
not
thing
summer
now.
yet.
yeah. It's only
yeah.
it's the beginning of May. We're not in summer yet, even though it feels like it here in Florida.
I mean, even sitting in the car today, I was like,
It's
boy, is
definitely
it
going to
hot
feel
out.
like it. It's going to feel like it this week.
Yeah, I saw like Thursday or Friday it's gonna be like 95. I'm like,
Can't wait.
Go away.
I can't wait.
Go away. I want my cold fronts back again. I miss it already. But I guess there's no avoiding it. Summer's on its way.
No avoiding global warming.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Jurassic World was everywhere, and I rode Hagrid's, which was fun. I did single riders, which I hadn't done Hagrid's single riders in a while.
Mhm.
And that was interesting. I hadn't done that in a while, so I said, you know what? I saw single riders was open. I'm gonna try it. And the line was just outside of the castle, right there where the entrance of the castle is.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then I got me some buffalo tots. Oh, so good, so good.
Why did you whisper it?
I can't resist the buffalo tots. ASMR buffalo tots.
Please don't.
Oh gosh.
I will put in my resignation letter if that happens.
Anyways, let's plow through some quick theme park news, shall we?
I guess. That's why we're here.
Yeah, that's why I run a website called ThrillGeek, theme park news and all that stuff. So
I finally figured out why we have this website now. Oh my god.
how many years later?
I don't know.
This is what we do. We talk about theme parks at ThrillGeek? No, we don't do that.
Well, now we're going to talk
Culture
about
only.
something coming to a dead space at Disney Springs.
Do you
Yeah, we
think
have
they'll
a,
put up like a nice like Star Wars mural now?
Well, it's
instead
like-
of, basketball players.
It's like Star Wars VR experience. It's like, oh yeah, no, not like it was before. This is just you could be able to try
these
on an
off-brand.
Oculus unit. Or I'm sorry, is it a Meta Quest or whatever the heck it's called now?
I
like
believe
these
they're
off-brand
using-
characters.
MetaQuest 2 headsets for this.
It's not Oculus anymore. It's Meta.
Yeah, Facebook is all about the meta name now. But basically, this thing at Disney Springs, this Star Wars VR thing coming, it's going to be temporary from May 2nd through July 31st. It says MetaQuest 2 virtual reality experience featuring ILMX Labs, Star Wars Tales from the Galaxies. It's basically you're going to get a demo of this full game that's out on the MetaQuest 2 at Disney Springs. Got to be 13 years of age or older. And then there's a sign up thing. You can't do the sign up online. It says right here, can't be booked online or on phone. It says on the day you wish to participate, visit the Disney Springs West Side, obviously the NBA experience. And I'm guessing this is pretty much going to take up like the gift shop area. This isn't going to take up very much space of the NBA experience because you don't need a bunch of room for a VR thing. So anyways,
yeah, I mean it's something.
Yeah,
I'm just
temporary.
thinking about how much I miss Disney Quest.
Yeah. Barry, why don't you talk about your favorite theme park?
I mean, this news dropped in the middle of the night the other day, and
Thank God for Barry's insomnia.
yeah, I just happened to be awake at 5 o'clock in the morning, and
I've never seen Barry get an article live so fast on the website.
And I couldn't fall back asleep, so I was like, screw it. I'll write
he's
this
so
article.
excited.
I was
well,
so
there's
proud
really
of him.
not much information. It's I mean, they're going to be updating Tomorrowland and Space Mountain, the update will debut in 2027. Space Mountain will close in 2024. It will be completely rebuilt, with new special effects and allegedly, I guess, a more thrilling design. And then the other big redo, obviously the big redo is they are going to redo the outside with this new. I really like it, new modern design.
It looks like a pie.
It made me yawn.
It made you yawn.
Yeah.
It looks
And-
like a pie. Like when you take a pie out of the oven, it's got all those flaky layers on it.
Except you can't eat Space Mountain.
No, you can't eat Space
I mean,
Mountain.
I guess you could try. No one's really gonna stop you.
And then they'll also be updating, rehabbing, and refurbing, and redoing the square in front of Space Mountain, which faces. I mean, we've talked about this before. It's like our Tomorrowland, Disneyland's Tomorrowland, really could use an update. And
Haven't you seen Bob Chapek look you dead in the eyes, Barry, and says, "I don't care"?
yeah, I mean, it's
So-
this is one of the things that OLC, who owns Oriental Land Company, that owns Tokyo Disney Resort, they do stuff like this. They care, and it's obviously the Space Mountain. They're going to keep the show building, obviously, but they're they're going to redo the outside, and
They're gonna.
you know what?
trapify
I'm
it.
all for this because it will make their Tomorrowland unique from
Yeah.
all the other Tomorrowlands, and also it's I feel like ours and Disneyland's Space Mountain is sort of iconic. As far as like their coaster, theirs was always considered sort of like the bottom of as far as Space Mountains go, because it pretty much had the original effects. There's no audio track on the coaster, so it's pretty basic. And
yeah, there was a lot of discussion online when this was announced about us stateside. A lot of people were upset that we're not going to get it, and our
Aw,
don't
like
think-
we're entitled to get anything.
well, I mean, we know probably in the next 5 years our Space Mountain is going to get a complete track rebuilt.
retrack. Yeah.
Because it should have gotten one back in 2000. What was it? 2006, 2007 when they redid, and they replaced some sections of the track, but not all. But it is, Disneyland has had their entire track replaced. Ours is past due for it.
Yeah.
And so hopefully when they redo ours, we will get enhancements and get trains with onboard audio, and I'm all for keeping the layout the same. I think we have a very fun layout.
Yeah.
But
I don't think, kind of going off what you said, Barry, I don't think they really need to do anything to the exterior of ours. Maybe some different lighting or something like that. But like you said, the two over here, Disneyland and ours, are classic iconic structures. That classic Space Mountain look. I would be okay with some kind of enhancement, but a complete overhaul like this on this level, I personally don't think I would like to see it here, because ours are pretty classic. And
I mean I think ours is classic. Like I said, I wouldn't mind seeing like Tokyo Disneyland Space Mountain has a lighting package that can change. They can change multiple different colors on the different spines of Space Mountain. I would love to see that happen here.
Yeah.
So you could have different, like when you have the Christmas event, or you have the Halloween event, you can have different colors on Space Mountain.
Sure.
Or just even in general, you can have it slowly changing to different colors, because especially with Tron going next to it, Tron's going to be should be colorful at night. It's supposed to be, if it's like Shanghai's.
Yeah.
I feel like
with
you're
that-
asking for too much.
With that giant canopy.
We're
and
always
everything.
asking for too much.
But yeah, Tokyo Disney's getting some cool upgrades over the next 5 years with Space Mountain.
This is on top of Fantasy Springs at Tokyo Disney Sea, which if you follow TDR Explorer, it's like he's posted some construction video, and that hotel they're building and the whole thing, it's just massive.
Yeah.
How big it is. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And this is already on top of them adding the Beauty and the Beast attraction, their biggest expansion ever. So, they keep updating their park. What a concept.
Wow.
So, all right, moving on. Speaking of some upgrades, Disneyland announced some changes coming to the downtown Disney area and kind of pretty much everything outside of the parks. And the biggest announcement that they made was the Paradise Pier Hotel will be being changed over to a Pixar themed hotel. They didn't give a name for the new hotel or anything. Just that it'll be kind of being switched over to a Pixar theme. And they released some new concept artwork pictures of I'm guessing this is kind of the lobby main entrance area with a giant Luxo lamp and these little ornamental kind of chandelier looking things that look like different movies. You see Wall-E, Monsters Inc.
It definitely looks more like of a subtle theming, as opposed to like, you know, the Toy Story hotel that just opened at like Tokyo Disney.
Yeah.
Even though I feel like they're really missing out, especially with where Pixar Pier is located, to not put like you do the clouds on the side of the building.
Yeah.
Like from, was it Andy's bedroom? I think that would have been a cool effect, especially as you're like at Paradise Pier.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Pixar Pier.
Yeah, Pixar Pier. And then they kind of released some new. The whole downtown Disney area is kind of getting an overhaul. They released some new concept artwork of kind of the. I forgot the theme that they said right here. Drawing inspiration from Southern California mid-century modern architecture, the West End will be a beautiful blend of vibrant color palettes, design elements, and patterns influenced by the region.
It looks bland to me.
Yeah, it looks kind of. It doesn't look very.
I mean,
eye catchy.
I mean, you have a place called Jazz Kitchen. Does that look like New Orleans?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been.
But it's, you know, it basically looks like they're Disney Springsing downtown Disney.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah, there were a lot of people upset about this. I didn't know what the original or the one that's there now looked like.
It looks more like New Orleans.
Yeah, I had to go up and look pictures of it, and there were a lot of people that were fans of it, and this obviously.
I mean, this is the thing we've had with them, with like, they're getting away from this entertainment architecture thing that basically Disney created.
Yeah.
And going with this, what's supposed to be timeless, which I feel like is already starting to feel dated.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we've talked about this before with Disney Springs. The worst part of Disney Springs is that stupid town center area that looks like every other outdoor mall, upscale outdoor mall you've ever seen. Whereas like the Springs part of Disney Springs is beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you expect, but it's like when you see stuff like this, it's like, so you're just, I guess, you're making it look like the Grove, which is down, you know, down the road. And I understand, like, probably in their eyes, they're like, well, we won't have to update this as often. And I just think in 10 years, all this exposed brick, steel, Edison light stuff is going to look dated.
Yeah.
It's because people, it's like, you want fun architecture, and I feel like that just keeps disappearing.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom's even said that too, like just being like a casual Disney fan. It's like she even said like the one thing she doesn't want to do anymore is go to Disney Springs because it doesn't feel like Disney anymore.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting to see that kind of happen everywhere now.
Yeah, I mean, it's no different stuff like this, and then of course, you know, the tower they're adding to the Polynesian that looks nothing like the rest of the Polynesian.
Yeah,
you know,
I love a Holiday Inn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then they announced a few other restaurants that are coming to the area. Din Tai Fung, so people can get some dumplings, some fresh dumplings.
Everyone's excited about that. Apparently, like it's. I guess,
yeah, that got pretty good overall reaction on social media. The addition of that
apparently normally has like 2 or 3 hour waits.
Yeah. And then this Mexican restaurant. Where's the name of it? I don't think they announced the name of it. Just what's there currently. Yeah. So new Mexican restaurant and some dumpling area. So yeah, some enhancements coming to downtown Disney and surrounding hotels. Keeping to Disneyland.
Oogie Boogie Bash.
All of their Halloween stuff, celebrating halfway to Halloween. They announced, which we'll get to later, Mickey's Not So Scary, but they also announced Oogie Boogie Bash.
Yeah, they didn't really give us much in the way of details.
No, it was
not for this one at least.
It wasn't as detailed as, I mean, given it's pretty much the same stuff at Mickey's Not So Scary, but we did get a look at Mickey and Minnie's new costumes for Oogie Boogie Bash, which are pretty adorable, which you can see here for those of you watching the live stream.
We love an upgrade.
Mickey and his little pumpkin overall little thing, and Minnie looks like a cat.
Minnie's a kitty cat.
Yeah, so they look pretty adorable. And then they announced beginning this month, America Chavez from Multiverse of Madness and Scarlet Witch will be making a debut in Avengers Campus.
About time.
Gosh, I wonder why. Did Marvel Studios put part of their marketing budget to have characters in the park?
And they also, I think it was in the press release? I think they also mentioned on the Disney Parks blog that dark variants of the characters are going to be making an appearance
for Oogie Boogie.
For Oogie Boogie Bash. So I don't know if we're going to get like
some zombie.
I know we got Zombie Captain America last year. So
we got Agatha last year.
We got Agatha. Yep. So maybe with Multiverse of Madness and
Evil Doctor Strange.
Yeah, we're gonna have all the different variants of Doctor Strange, Zombie Wanda. So they teased that dark variant versions of Marvel characters will be coming to Oogie Boogie Bash as well. Over at Disney Cruise Line, we got a few details announced. This was the big announcement that they announced was Clarabelle Cow, Minnie Mouse, and Daisy Duck will be appearing on the Disney ships for the Halloween on the High Seas event as the Sanderson sisters.
How do you feel about that, Emily?
I would like to actually meet the Sanderson sisters and not Minnie, Daisy, and Clarabelle as them. I don't know. That's just I've been waiting for that since they've ever what was it 2015 when they first started doing Not So Scary. It's like that's the meet and greet that I want, because I've been a fan of that movie since I've been so little that it's like, okay, cool, you're finally giving me the meet and greet I want, but it's not the actual characters.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know why they.
Well, I mean, I remember with Not So Scary though, they have the show.
I don't care about the show. I want my picture.
Yeah, they have the show. They have the stage show, but yeah, that's a good point. I don't know why they've never done a.
So that's my only time that I was like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing. That's why I didn't like it, but
I could only imagine the line for Sanderson sisters meet and greet though. Like
I mean, you know how sad it is for Jack and Sally.
I
can't
even imagine.
Buy a ticket just to stand in line.
But they also showed off concept artwork for the Halloween tree that'll be in the atrium of the new Disney Wish, which it looks like they're going with a little more fairy tale kind of
vibe.
It was really. It says right here the pumpkin tree in the Cinderella-inspired Grand Hall, featuring lighter bark, graceful branches, and a mystical face. Legend has it that this enchanted tree named Boo.
Stop.
Grew beautiful gourds with the help of a wishing star.
Maybe sometimes
when you wish,
backstory.
When you wish upon a spooky tree.
Yeah, there's a spooky tree. Her name is Tracy's tree, and she lives in Rainforest Cafe.
But yeah, it seems like I've been on a couple of the Halloween on the High Seas cruises, and the tree that they have in the atrium of the Fantasy is a little more kind of classic Halloween, kind of spooky, so it seems like they're going, given the atrium of the Wish is Cinderella themed and it's very classy, so I think they're trying to
classy.
Yeah, it's very fancy. And I'm guessing they're trying to fit it in with that, whereas the atrium of like the Fantasy and the Wish are very there's a lot of gold and there's a lot of browns and bronze colors, so it seems like they're trying to fit this in with the Cinderella theme of the atrium. And then of course the Mickey's Masquerade Party, which when we went on the Halloween on the High Seas cruise in last year, they didn't do this because of COVID. They had a party up on top deck, so it's good to see that the parties back because it's so much fun. The Halloween on the High Seas cruises are an absolute blast, which is why I've done 2 of them.
Aren't you lucky?
I know, I'm so lucky. And I'm like I told you the other day, I may do it. We may have to do another one here with these editions. Really quick, I can quick skim through this. Here's a look at some of the Halloween merchandise that they teased as part of the halfway to Halloween. They got the lounge fly. Here's a spirit jersey. I love this little ghost with the little Mickey
hold
ears.
on. You keep talking. I'll be right back.
The little ghost with the Mickey ears. I hope they give him.
If you love him, he's going to be on a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. And then they got the Mickey Mouse hat. And this shirt was kind of interesting. I couldn't tell if it was, again, I hope this is on a. It's a black long sleeve shirt, and it's Florida. Even in September and October,
they don't ever take that into account.
They're in the park. They're happy when you know for a fact they'd be like sweating bullets and like trying to find water.
Yeah.
If this shows up on a T-shirt, I'll buy it because it's actually kind of a cute design with the castle and Mickey and the little ghosts. So if that shows up on
your hat, Emily.
Mickey, Emily's modeling the.
Well, no, I'm showing the old version, and then
this
you
is
can get the
Emily's
new
got the old version,
Yeah.
and here's the new and improved with our little ghost and some.
It's actually my
candy
favorite piece of Disney merchandise. I will not lie to you. It's
cute. Precious.
Cheryl got it for me.
Oh yeah, that's right, she did. Yeah.
The Constance bag and.
That's
I believe this is a Dooney and Burke or however you say it bag. Haunted Mansion with the bride.
And that means it's
Dooney and lots of money.
Yeah, Dooney and lots of money. And got some ears. Got a Oogie Boogie ear with some dice and his little buzz saw.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought they were Beetlejuice ears for a second.
Beetlejuice. And then a more classic kind of orange and black mini ears. Some more Hocus Pocus. Here's a hat with my little ghost.
I love the haunt scene hat.
And then we got a light up Jack Skellington necklace. So that's just some of. I don't believe this was all of the.
No, there's the skeleton dance merchandise, which looks amazing.
Yeah,
that will sell out in seconds.
And there's also a Madame Leota like cardigan that looks really cool too.
Yeah. And then of course Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is coming back for 2022. Dates are August 12th through October 31st, 7 p.m. to midnight. So that's pretty much, you got everything coming back. Boo to You Parade, the Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular, the overlays for the attraction, Space Mountain Mad Tea Party. The Mad Tea Party is like a rave with the fog and everything.
Pretty much. I'm just like, why don't you guys leave those lights up year round?
Yeah, it's really cool. The
because
fog
you have to have a reason to come to Mickey's Not So Scary, Barry.
The fog and everything is really cool. And then Jack Skellington's the fireworks show, Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular, which that only had a year run, right? 2019.
Yeah, we got to see it in 2019, and that was it.
Welcome, Sin.
All hell broke loose with COVID, and we didn't get it yet. So that'll be back. Obviously, there'll be food and stuff available. And
I guess the only thing new is some photo pass things.
I mean, I really wasn't expecting them to do anything, though, like different wise, because they need to see. I mean, we all know that it's going to be successful, but I feel like Disney's like fiscal operations need to make sure that this is still a thing that people want to do before they introduce new things.
So, Clint, we all up Memorial Day. I mean, not Memorial Day, Labor Day, like we did that one time.
Yeah.
We all go get that cast member discount.
Yeah.
Wait, I was not invited.
This was before you.
And then it says guests will receive a 50th anniversary commemorative print.
I wonder if they still have those commemorative prints left over.
Yeah,
I got like 4 in my closet. It's bad.
I have a bunch, and then we did a VIP tour, and guess what your gift on the VIP tour is? It's one of those prints.
Commemorative print.
They did not run out of them.
And here's your dates. I'm not going to go over all of them. Tickets go on sale May 12th, and tickets range from $109 to $199 depending on the date. I believe that is about a $30 increase over
I was about
2019.
to say, I remember when I went for like $75 to $80 one year.
I remember going for like $35.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I went when it was $35. I was just a child and did not pay
Yeah,
for it
yeah. I mean,
personally.
we all expected the price increase. Yeah, I mean, but it got a 1-day ticket. Like I had to buy tickets for my family coming, and it was like $139 for 1 day. So
yeah.
they have basically pretty much priced the parties now as much as a 1-day ticket.
Well, how much were tickets for the thing they did last year, the Boo Bash?
Too much.
That was started, I think, at $149.
Too much.
And that was basically just like an extra Magic Hours thing.
Yeah, we all balked at that last year because it's as much as we love Halloween, it's like because they weren't really offering a
I
full
love
slate.
Halloween, but I love Halloween Horror Nights more.
Yeah.
And I mean, I hate, and not that Oogie Boogie Bash is cheap. It's not. But when you look at what you get with Oogie Boogie Bash, it's pretty impressive. And then also if you go out there during Halloween time, you go over to Disneyland and you get free Halloween fireworks and Haunted Mansion Holiday and a bunch of other things that are included in your mission. So
no, I've heard. I've every time I see people go to Oogie Boogie Bash, they say it's obviously a little more adult.
Yeah.
Not really themed.
Yeah, but I mean, like, even I was watching a video, I think the other day when Emmy came over and we were just both like watching it together because we really haven't seen much of the Oogie Boogie Bash stuff. And just like, I guess like their Enchanted Forest or whatever they have, like the spooky walkthrough thing, like both of us alone were like, here's our money. Like, we don't need to do anything else at this event. And like, that's the stuff that like intrigues me. Like, yeah, it's obviously not so scary and it's for children, but at the same time, like you have to have some elements in there that make it so the adults want to go too.
Yeah, and it looks like definitely this year, World of Color Villainous will be returning.
Yeah.
So that was the big thing that was missing last year was the lack of World of Color Villainous.
Yeah. And that is everything I have.
Wow,
as far
nailed
as
it.
Theme park stuff.
So moving over to pop culture, we had the next to last episode of Moon Knight this week.
My poor sweet son.
Hashtag spoiler alert.
Yes, hashtag spoiler alert. I think this series has just been surprising from beginning to end so far. I think we, I don't know if we were expecting anything like this. And I mean, once again, Oscar Isaac's just giving like a master acting class.
Here's literally the best thing to happen to the MCU.
I was expecting, after the first episode, where he beats the snot out of at the end of the episode, the Sphinx thing or whatever the hell it was. I was expecting, I guess, I don't know. Like I said, when this show started, I knew nothing about Moon Knight, nothing. So I didn't know where it was going.
Much.
Yeah. But this last episode, I don't know. I'm slowly starting to fade away from it. Like Oscar Isaac's been great in it, but I'm starting to lose interest given we only have one episode left. So, I don't know. I've just like at the end of this episode, like the episode was great, but just I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I can understand it's like been hard to see where the show's going, and it's like we have one episode left.
Yeah.
And so much, especially so much, that it has been just about the internal struggle. You finally find out why Mark is the way he is, and and that he is it is truly him.
Yeah.
Steven is the personality that came out of just his grief and the horrible way his mother blaming him for his brother's death and how he coped.
It's not the only way he coped.
Yeah, and just and then you also learn how he became Moon Knight. So it's I'm interested to see how they're going to wrap all this up in one episode. So
Yeah, and apparently it's really short. Like I haven't looked to see how long the other episodes of Moon Knight have
someone
been,
said
but
it's 45 minutes. I
it's
think.
it's like 45 minutes or something like that. And apparently people were expecting like an hour and a half finale or something like that. But it's like 45 minutes. So apparently they're going to wrap this all up in a 45-minute finale. So
I just love my dad. I love my dad, Oscar Isaac. He can do no wrong.
He's been great in the show. And I'm not taking anything away
He's
from him.
He's a perfect angel.
He's been fantastic. Just the way I mean, given it's all green screen and stuff, when he portrays both of them, he's been fantastic. I don't want to take anything away from him, but just I don't know. I've been sticking with the show. I've been enjoying it, but I don't know. I feel like I'm almost like lost with this show. Like, was this what this was supposed to be, or I don't know.
Clint's never experienced family trauma. Apparently.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely I think the point of the TV shows has really been it's like we're getting something different. It's Miss Marvel is basically going to be like a teenage superhero, but also sort of a family drama.
Yeah, that's how the comic
She-Hulk is going to be sort of a legal drama.
Yeah,
it's we're getting.
We love a big confident lady.
Yeah, I mean we're about to get the big screen craziness with Multiverse of Madness, which I cannot believe how much crap is leaking from this movie. I'm sort of shocked, even with some of the TV spots Marvel has done. It's like, why are you guys revealing some of these things? It's
with the
like,
TV spots alone, I swear they've shown like half the movie. Like,
it's like if that's the stuff that's showing up the TV spots, and I'm just like, oh my god, then what the heck are they hiding? Because they always hide stuff.
Well, I also feel like at this point too, they have like this weird thing where they still don't know if Doctor Strange is going to be sellable, even though we put him in pretty much most of the major movies that have come out, and people don't care and they love him.
Yeah,
but let's focus on
to gross 150 to 200 million dollars this coming weekend. No one cares about that movie, but
so it's just interesting to see like what certain studios do with things that they don't find like commercially viable, and you're like, okay, go for it.
But I mean it is, and this week was a big thing for movies because they had CinemaCon and a lot of stuff was revealed, including apparently everyone there got to see Top Gun Maverick and are raving like lunatics about it.
Hey Clint, you want to know something?
What?
I've never seen the original.
All right, well, you're coming over and we're having Top Gun watch night.
That has taken my
Clint's like literally like gluing my eyes like this.
I got the 4K. I got the 4K Blu-ray ready to go. Let's go.
Well, Emily, you have taken my breath away.
Wow. No, like let me be perfectly. Let me be perfectly clear with Top Gun. This movie was my childhood, and I think Barry, you said your brother.
My brother, who loved jet planes as a child, played this movie over and over.
So
again.
I would probably relate with
my favorite thing, though, because I've heard Barry talk about how much he hates it, and then I hear about how much you love it, Clint, and I just sit here in the middle.
Well, I mean, and I say that, but it's like I actually like the trailers I've seen of Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah,
it looks exciting. But it's like if I never have to watch the original ever again, I will be so happy.
Listen, the original it was a big part of my childhood, so that's why it holds a special place in my heart. I had the fighter jacket, I had the Top Gun patches, I had the aviator sunglasses. I had the soundtrack on cassette that I would play on loop, and it was a huge part of my childhood. So the fact that we're getting a sequel, how many years later, 30 something years later, and Tom Cruise is still a part of it, and like you said, some of the trailers and some of the behind the scenes, some of the ways they're filming this movie just it's going to be amazing. You have to see this in IMAX or Dolby or some big screen format because they literally filmed this movie to see it in this format.
Yeah, I mean it's what everyone expects now from Tom Cruise. You know, they also showed some of the footage from the new Mission Impossible, including apparently him jumping off a cliff on a motorcycle. It's like
I love the Fast and Furious franchise.
What else? I got my CinemaCon notes here in front of me. What else did we get?
Avatar 2.
Yeah, we got Avatar: The Way of Water.
Yeah, and apparently I guess the trailer will appear before Doctor Strange, and like things used to, it'll appear before Doctor Strange, and then it won't show up till I think a week or two later online. Yeah. So actually, movie theaters will get to see it first. Then there's the thing that are we all? I'm just dreading this movie.
I don't think this was part of my face. I don't think this was part of CinemaCon, but Disney unveiled the official logo for the new Haunted Mansion movie and some details about the plot.
It's not the Guillermo del Toro version. I just don't care.
Yeah.
And it's not Muppets.
I don't care. It's like the comedy version didn't work before. Let's try to do the comedy version again.
Yeah, because some of this cast, just it's gonna have Owen Wilson, Danny DeVito, Rosario Dawson.
I like her.
Dylan. I don't know who
you
Dylan
and
is.
James both.
Yeah.
I mean, I am not excited for this at all, and I don't understand why Disney Studios cannot get this right with the Haunted Mansion. That
should have just handed the keys to Del Toro and said, "Here you go."
It's just
have at it.
I think they will fail once again, like they have with everything else.
I'm genuinely, like you said, I'm genuinely curious why they don't want to go the really. My guess is because it's Disney.
Yeah,
and I don't think they want to go down that really horror movie vibe.
It doesn't even have to be. We're not even talking strong horror. We're just talking like spooky, like a spooky vibe, and I to this day I don't understand that they just seem to not get what people would want from a Haunted Mansion movie, and they don't want a freaking comedy.
Yeah. But this can't be any worse than the Eddie Murphy movie. Like it really can't. It really can't.
Say that.
At least the special effects should be better.
Yeah, I'm hoping some better special effects. I don't think this can be any worse than the Eddie Murphy movie. So anyways, I kind of wanted to bring up, and it hits theaters March 10th of next year. So we'll have to see. We also got, what we didn't mention was the Chip and Dale movie.
The Rescue Rangers?
Yeah, Rescue Rangers. We got a new trailer for that. We got a new poster for that. This actually looks really fun. I'm excited to see this movie. And this is not coming to theaters. It's coming straight to Disney Plus.
Because it feels sort of like a modern version of Roger Rabbit.
Rabbit, yeah.
I think a lot of us have always been disappointed that we never got like a sequel to Roger Rabbit. And
I just kind of hate the animation though.
I mean, I do the joke that Dale got the CGI upgrade.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's Shyamalan though, so I really can't sit here and complain.
No, it's really going to be interesting to see whether this is good or not.
John Mulaney's in it. It'll be amazing.
But
and when did this come out? This comes out at the end of in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
May 20th. So there's that. And what else did we get here? Let me kind of scan over my notes here.
Obi-Wan's coming. That's not a movie, but it makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sony confirmed a third Venom movie.
No, thank you.
Batman 2 got teased, I guess.
Something in the way.
Were we all shocked that there's going to be the Batman 2?
We got our first look at Margot Robbie as Barbie,
I love a queen.
which was fantastic. What else here? We mentioned Mission Impossible, which the next Mission Impossible is going to be called Mission Impossible Dead
Oh, that's
Reckoning.
another movie I've never seen, like any of them.
You're missing out. So good.
I've also never seen any of the Fast and Furious movies. Because quality.
I haven't seen most of them.
This is quality cinema. What do you mean quality?
We're talking family here.
John Wick chapter.
about-
Have you seen any of the John Wick movies, Emily?
No.
Oh my god.
Those are actually good.
God bless you, child.
Even
Wait,
Jen
well,
likes
doesn't
the
a
John
dog
Wick movies.
die? Yeah, so I don't want to watch that.
Well, in the third one, a dog dies, but not. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, no.
He gets a new dog though.
He gets a new one.
No, you don't understand. I literally look at a website called willthedogdie.com before I watch
Is that a
anything.
real website?
Mhm.
Yes, and if it's listed that a dog gets injured or dies, I don't watch the movie.
This is fantastic. I need to go to this website.
It's
I
a
didn't know that this was
lot.
a real thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up.
What is it? Will a dog die?
I think it's Does the Dog Die? Hold on.
Does the dog
Yeah,
die?
it's doesthedogdie.com.
Hold on. Let's see here. Let's go to this. Here we go. Crowdsourced emotional spoiler for movie, TV, books, and more. I had no idea this was a thing.
Yeah, so like one of the ones that's trending is the Batman. If you click on it and it says, does a cat die? And it says, none of Selena's cats get hurt or die. In fact, she rides off with one of them in the end.
Does a cat die?
And then it says, does the dog die?
Does
And
the
it goes,
dog die?
Spoilers. It is shown after the flooding of Gotham. A dog is swimming in the flooded streets, but it's implied that it did not die.
Are animals abused? Rats and a bat in Riddler's apartment appear distressed and are screeching a lot. This is fantastic.
This is how I make sure I can watch movies because I'll be very emotionally stressed if I see any animal violence.
Is someone stalked? Is someone gaslighted? This is fantastic.
See? You're welcome. Now you have quality entertainment before you ever watch a movie.
Yeah, no.
And I think that is about everything I had written down from CinemaCon, John Wick Chapter
And
4.
Emily just crashed it into the ground. We're done.
And the Hunger Games prequel, Ballad
No,
of
thanks.
Songbirds and Snakes, which I'm good. No thanks.
Yeah.
I'm so
Okay.
tired. Make it stop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
no.
I'm good.
Enough with the freaking prequels. I am so why
That's
I
my
don't
thing. I'm like,
I
just
don't want to
get
know
somebody
how
make
the
an
story
original movie.
began, but I don't want to know how the story began before the story.
You know how you can figure out how the story begins? By reading the book, because it gives you enough narrative to understand what happened.
It's like the new Game of Thrones show. I'm not.
The Game of Thrones
excited for it.
prequel. Yeah.
It's like I was more excited for the one that was going to go back to like the beginning, where like them building the wall and stuff like that, because there was almost not much talked about that at all. But it's like we sort of already know the Targaryen history. It's like, so do I really need a show about it? Part of it.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of explain the history in the show.
So it's and then of course those last two seasons left such a bad taste in my mouth that I just don't even care about Game of Thrones anymore.
I read the books because I respect myself.
DoesTheDogDie.com. This is fantastic.
You're welcome.
I'm going down this wormhole tonight.
I like the subsections, like, gaslighting and
Yeah, the gaslighting. Here's a
like
category.
just in
Spiders,
case, like
kidnapping.
everything's good.
Like this has everything. Like if you're like afraid of planes crashing, it tracks that. Childbirth, dead animals, people being burned alive.
Now you know how anxiety works.
Literally, anxiety attacks is one of the categories. So if you're, I love how they have a category for anxiety. Oh no, wait, you can't click on it here. Here it is. This is great.
You're welcome.
A child's dear toy is destroyed. What?
Maybe you have some like weird thing about toys. Like this person probably can't watch Toy Story. It's sad. I feel for them. Toy Story is a great movie. You should be able to watch it, but you know, there's
Wait, wait,
something
wait.
preventing you.
Black Widow, a toy breaks by itself? What?
Three is
Oh, it's when he's like getting broken out of the prison.
Oh, yeah. I'm scrolling
I
down
don't know,
this
it might
toy
be triggered
section.
by toys breaking. Can you go into the one about Toy Story though? Because I want to know about all the trauma there.
Go into Toy Story 3 because
The toys almost burn alive.
I know. I can still. It's like you knew they weren't going to die, but I just remember it being the theater going, just
Which one, Toy
tears
Story 3?
pouring down my face. It's like, oh my god! It's like, are they
Toy
actually
Stories.
going to kill them?
Is someone gaslighted in Toy Story 3? Don't know why the votes say no. The main antagonist of the movie is a serious gaslighter.
Yes, he is.
Lots of gaslight.
And which I just
Here we go.
love
Let me bring
now.
it back
like,
up
you
here.
see all this cutesy Lotso merchandise, especially like over in the Asian parks. And it's like he was the villain in the movie.
He's literally a gaslighter. I mean, at least it's like pretty green.
It's like, yes, he had a sorry, a bad backstory, but it's like he's still the villain.
Is there amputation?
Is there amputation? As with all Toy Story movies, Mr. Potato
What
Head's
have I
accessories
done?
come off at various points, but neither of them are harmed by this.
What have I done?
Is someone buried alive? No, but there's a scene where characters are buried in debris and struggle to get out. Is there eye mutilation?
Is someone tortured? Yes.
Is someone tortured? Yes. Buzz is tortured by Lotso and his friends, and then they return him to factory settings.
The worst thing that could possibly happen to you. Someone kidnapped? Yes.
Are there
Toy
jump
destroyed,
scares?
yes.
There's a monkey that is scary. And
That
at
monkey
one
is
point
terrifying.
jump scares the viewer. Yeah, that monkey is pretty damn terrifying. Oh, gosh. Are there anxiety attacks? When the toys are all put in a bin bag, Jesse appears to be having an anxiety attack.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good, like, yeah, it's funny, but I think it is also like a really good resource. Like, if you
It
actually
is.
do
It is.
have
I'm
an
not-
issue with something.
No.
Yeah, when you kind of deep dive, you're like, oh.
I'm not taking away. It's actually a really creative idea, whoever came up with this website, but some of the stuff is.
No, I mean, I understand some people have issues like that, trigger warnings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
On the face, and I'm, it's a movie.
We literally got on all of this because I just asked if a dog dies in John Wick. So I think we all need to remember how this started.
Yes.
They don't have anything for Toy Story. Let me try Toy Story 2.
It was right there.
Are there? Well, no. I clicked on Toy Story and there's nothing. Oh shoot! Hold on. Let me get back. Ah!
I'm sure everyone is riveted at this right now.
Hey, this is entertaining.
Anyone's still even watching.
This is entertaining compared to us blabbing about theme parks. Where was I? Oh shoot! I went too far.
Can you look up John Wick?
You went too far.
I need to know.
The original John Wick. 2014 John Wick. Does the dog die? Yes. Yes, and it's terrible. But John Wick spends the rest of the movie deliberately, gloriously, and violently avenging the dog.
Yep.
So it feels really pro-dog overall. That's freaking hilarious. Are animals abused? Yes, the dog is kicked before it is killed. Yeah, that's true. Is there a dead animal? Yeah, his dog dies at the beginning when the robber robs his car. Yep. Is someone stalked? John does his fair bit of stalking. I love the replies.
Now, but see, does it say like who said it? Because all you're gonna see is like Clint G replied
Yeah.
on each and every movie. Is Clint out here giving everybody trigger warnings?
Yeah. Is someone tortured? Yes. Does someone break a bone? Yeah. Like plenty. Oh gosh, Emily, I hate you for introducing me to this.
No, you don't.
Does a parent die? Yes.
I'm learning so much about John Wick.
Does someone vomit? Clarification: it is not John Wick that vomits, but the son after being punched in the stomach by his father. I love how they have the clarification in there.
Yes.
They're like, no, don't worry,
Just-
it's not John.
Does someone have cancer? Is there a hospital scene? Interesting. Anyways, I'm not going to close that out. I'm going to keep that right here.
I was
on
about
my
to say,
browser
that's
because
not going anywhere in that
this
home.
I'm going to make a laundry list of movies to look up and maybe
You gotta
go,
think of
maybe,
like the silliest ones, though.
maybe I'll do
Yeah.
an after show live stream on our Twitch and just me
Mm-hmm.
aimlessly going down this wormhole of movies.
You have to do it for every IP that's announced for Horror Nights.
Right? That's actually not a bad idea.
Does
All
the
right, we can get outta here now.
dogguy.com? No, but everyone is murdered.
Yeah.
Look it
Is
up
there
for
murder?
Saw.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That you could look up
Or
horror
mutilation?
movies.
Yes.
Saw
Anyways.
2004.
Oh dear God, here we go. Barry, why don't you take us out?
Someone died creatively. Yes.
Saw 2004. Does the dog die? There are no dogs in this movie, so you're good, Emily.
Oh, thank God, I can finally watch it. I've seen Saw. I'm just kidding.
Is there addiction? Does someone do drugs? Is there shaving, cutting? Amanda is said to have harmed herself before, and her throat is cut later in the movie. Well, yeah, it Saw. Someone buried alive.
Well, yeah, it's Saw.
Mm.
Right? It's like, hello. Does a head get squashed? Is there amputation? Does someone struggle to breathe? Is someone tortured? Does someone break a bone?
At least nobody has a seizure in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bright side.
Are there jump
No,
scares?
there's
Yes.
no children's toys destroyed. We're good.
It's a safe film.
It's a safe film.
Is there audio gore? What is audio gore like?
Like hearing, yeah. Like
Yeah,
that's something that actually really bothers me in like horror movies. Like I don't like
Blood.
looking at gore, but if I have to like hear it, it will
Like the splat of a head hitting
Like the
the ground.
Yeah.
splat and the yeah.
it
I get
messes with me.
This is
I'm so sorry. If anybody's still watching this, you are free to block
I don't know
me
if there's
on the
anybody that's
internet.
still watching.
this is the wormhole we've gone down, ladies and gentlemen.
It's at Geek Notice, honestly. Like Twitter, Instagram. You can send me hate messages about
Does it
this.
have a sad ending? One main character dies, one is let go. So in a way, bittersweet.
It could really go any way. You know, are you happy that that person died, or are you rooting for the killer? I mean, which one?
Oh gosh. Anyways, yeah, we can get on out of here. Sorry
Please
about that,
block
everybody.
me.
This was fantastic.
I deserve.
Are you rooting for the puppet that rides on a tricycle?
You mean Billy?
the cute little puppet on a tricycle.
My sweet boy, Billy.
All right. Anyways, yeah, we can get on out of here. What do we got coming up? Big week this week. All sorts of stuff happening.
I'm gonna
Or
die.
Barry, I'm a nap.
Barry
I'm
will
gonna send
be.
pictures of Barry, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Barry, I'm
I
napping.
will be at
Are
the
you napping?"
at the let me the Walt Disney Resort. The celebration continues. Even more magic media event.
Yeah. So yeah, this coming. It's gonna be kind of a 2-day ordeal. Barry is gonna be over Wednesday and Thursday.
Thursday will be the big day because that will be Cosmic Rewind.
I
And
hope
then
you get to
Wednesdays-
Conga.
Gonna be a little bit of.
Wednesday's like a little bit of like, here's these things. Here's like these 50th things that are still going on that we've talked about before.
It's called "We've Made a Mistake." Please let us fix it.
You know, I mean, we'll be having fun. Just follow if you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Maybe I'll send something to Emily so she can ticky-tock it. Because
Barry's too old for the TikTok.
Barry is going to be burning the candle at both ends because Barry is going to be bouncing back and forth from the media event to spending time with his family who happen to be in town at the same time that this is all going on. So Wednesday I will be bouncing back and forth between Disney and Universal And
It's just so weird how all of our names are Barry now.
And then Thursday I will be bouncing between Epcot and Magic Kingdom. So and then
So, yeah,
Friday, we will, even though it's no longer part of the meeting, we will be at Hollywood Studios. So
yeah. So make sure you are following, subscribing, all that jazz, all of our social media channels. Thursday, like Barry said, will be the big day. Out at Epcot for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind Media Day. We'll be having all sorts of videos, pictures, the whole nine for you guys to check out on all of our
everything.
social media.
Yeah, all on our social media is my reaction, and I'll also be posting some stuff on my social media too, on my Twitter. Stuff that's a little bit more less newsy, but more me being a goofball, which is basically my Twitter. So
which is basically
finally be able to go on Sunday.
Yes, and then Emily will be riding it Sunday along with Sin, and then we will have our reactions next week.
Emily will literally stab someone if she doesn't get conga. I'm just saying.
Just pray you don't get the full backwards one, because that would make me vomit all over the place.
I feel like if that happens, you can at least be like, "Hey, this happened. Please let me rewrite," or I'll like literally sue.
No, I mean it's I'm that's my worry with this is the backwards.
It broke
because I'm not big on going backwards.
Barry, it's called Cosmic Rewind, not Cosmic Forward. So you'll take what you get.
But according to my wife, who, for those of you that don't know, she's a cast member and she's already ridden a couple of times. She got apparently it's very, 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 very rare that the full backwards ride through thing happens.
I was about to say, because I know Travis has been on it a few times and he's been fine. Like,
she said that one of the cast members that works on one of the ride attendants said like it's extremely, extremely rare when this happens. So she got lucky, I guess, that this happened. But she got the whole thing backwards. Like the cars didn't rotate or anything. The whole thing was backwards, and I was like,
No, I'm excited, and we'll finally get to see, and we'll be able to show all of you, the full walkthrough of the queue.
I'm wondering if they'll let us do anything, because so far, I mean, even like cast members, usually they don't let you take any pictures or anything like that. But I'm kind of curious about AP previews to see if they'll let you.
I think the one thing that is not being allowed is recording on POV on the ride.
Ride. Well, they're doing a rider cam, so
they're doing a ride cam, which
But I think, he meant for like just annual pass holders.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think once the media event happens, and I think they're not going to get on people like once annual. It's like, what is it? The Club 33, and then the DVC and the annual pass holders. All the floodgates are going to open.
Yeah.
Once that starts. And so,
I mean, I don't plan on being first, but I plan on holding onto my camera for dear life. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think at some point, obviously not at the media event. I mean, where people are going to shoot POV on this thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's only a matter of time.
It's only a matter of time.
Anyways, yeah, make sure you guys are following us everywhere. ThrillGeek, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ThrillGeek. For those of you watching the live stream right here, we will be back next week, talking all things Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind with Barry. And when are you riding, Emily?
On Sunday. I just
riding
said
on Sunday.
that. He doesn't listen to me.
No,
he doesn't like me.
I do. I do like you. I'm just tired.
So is that it? We're wrapping up.
Let's
all right.
I don't know. Do we not want to do another round of doesthedogdie.com?
Like I said, I can do a live stream after, or like an after live stream, and we can go live on Twitch or something. And
you go do that, Clint.
Dive into more of these. He's
like, I put these kids to bed. I don't care.
Doesthedogdie.com is going to become a sponsor of ThrillGeek.
God, I hope so.
All right. We are at ThrillGeek on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook.com/ThrillGeek. Please like and follow our Facebook page. Some of you are watching right here on YouTube.com/ThrillGeek. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And like we said, there will be multiple videos coming this week from Disney. all about Cosmic Rewind, Creations Cafe, and anything else they throw at us. So that will all be coming to YouTube. And of course, twitch.tv/ThrillGeek, where you can catch our live streams too. And then ThrillGeek.com for the latest in theme park and pop culture news. And you're watching ThrillGeek this week.
Yes,
Unless
you
you're
are.
watching it like next week or something, and then it was ThrillGeek last week.
That's ThrillGeek. You can watch ThrillGeek this week anytime you want on our YouTube channel.
If you're watching the replay, you're watching ThrillGeek last week. Start saying that at the end of our live streams.
It is technically ThrillGeek last week. Like we're
Yeah.
talking about everything that happened the week prior.
This is true.
So
Well,
Technically.
unfortunately, this week tonight was already taken, so didn't use this week tonight with ThrillGeek. So,
Oh,
with
gosh.
ThrillGeek.
yeah.
Anyways,
their
guys.
sponsor does the dogtie.com.
Yeah.
And we
Does
couldn't
the
use
dog
ThrillGeek
die?
Live because we always already use that for the live stream. So,
DoesTheDogDie.com.
Featuring
So-
Batman.
Anyways, all right, guys. Good night. We're getting out of here. Thanks for everybody for tuning in, and we will see you guys next week for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind discussion, all that good stuff next week right here on our YouTube and Twitch. So we'll see you guys next week.
Pray
See
for
you
me
in-
that I get conga.
stay safe. See you in the parks.